Oh boy, all right. He just beat another one of them tags. Oh, good heckin' heck. Yeah, absolutely. It's like right as I start, my hands are now going to fall apart. Hopefully, we'll be all right. Being welcomed into Jigsaw. Let me find my ever important hint file because this game is from before they decided to make games nice to people. Do 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 do. Did I close it? IFDB. Okay. Let's get our save file back and see where we were. Now, if I recall correctly, we had last done Proust, and I believe we had done everything we were supposed to in that time period. So, we should be laying down another jigsaw piece, if I didn't already. Which I guess I should check for that. Alright. Yeah, glass was Titanic. Carriage was Archduke Ferdinand. And invalid is Proust. So, how many pieces do I have? Centerpiece, edge piece, and corner piece. Let's put a corner piece down. Ooh, heck. We'll have to turn it. Let's try it in that bottom corner. Fits in nicely, but it's not the right one. Okay. D1. Oh, I have to rotate it first. Okay. Nope, not nicely enough. A growth of mold in a petri dish. There's something for you. Okay, well, let's look at the board. Mold. Okay, well, let's go ahead and save that placement. Put a decent file name in. Okay, so set clock and push the mold. The piece at A1 presses in smoothly, like a button, then releases. Ooh. You are sucked up once again into the time vortex. As you slow down, you briefly make out Steven Spielberg's film E.T., and then everything begins to change. Chapter 4, and 1% luck. Heck, well, that's not going to help me, is it? Okay. Trying to make sure where I am. I'm not actually going to look at anything yet. Okay. A square spiral staircase runs up and down between two floors, opening out here at a landing with a notice board. Some way below the windows are nondescript houses and a quiet city street. There are doors at top and bottom of the stairs, both closed. Okay. Can I examine any of these things? This is the third floor of a tower. A few motor cars, big black upright ones, run gracefully through Parade Street below, but horse-drawn carriages still weave between them. Okay, so I guess the same thing. Parade Street. A highly curious device, like a wood-mounted gimbal compass. Yeah, we know what this is. We're in 1928. Well, I guess it's wrong. What is going on here? Oh no. Okay. There was you said a notice board? Miscellaneous circulars and memos are pinned to the board, all typed on a headed notepaper of St. Mary's Hospital School of Medicine, London University. The most recent, still white notices, are dated in August and September 1928. Okay. Ah. Alexander Fleming serendipitously discovers the first antibiotic, penicillin, on September 3, 1928. That's big news. Okay, what else are we looking at? We could go up, we could go down. Let's go down, perhaps. Oh. A couple of Irish nurses come through the landing, chattering away. Hot again today. Who would have thought it after we shivered all last week? Okay, open lower door then. It becomes the laboratory door. Asthma laboratory. A crowded mycological laboratory full of molds and the means to grow them. Bullocks' hearts in jars, sterilizers, centrifuges, vats of agar medium. On one wall is a diagram of the lungs, and blackboards full of numbers make frequent reference to asthma. The main door leads back out east. To the north is the lab assistant's office. White mice scurry about in cages along one wall. Sketch the mice! You're sketching a picture of the white mice. All right, so there's an office, you say. Enter office. North. The small annex where lab assistants prepare solutions, grow molds, and wash dishes used in the experiments. It is lined with bell jars and demijohns, all neatly labeled in flowing black handwriting. The laboratory lies to the south. One particular bell jar catches your eye. It's full of spores of mold and labeled penicillium. Sketch the penicillium. It's not good. But you're hopeless at still lives. All right, okay. Wait, do I have to help him discover it? Do I have to do a shenanigan? What does the history say? By 1927, Fleming had been investigating the properties of staphylococci. He was already well known from his earlier work and had developed a reputation as a brilliant researcher. In 1928, he studied the variation of Staphylococcus aureus, grown under natural condition, after the work of Joseph Warwick Bigger, who discovered that the bacterium could grow into a variety of types, or strains. On the 3rd of September 1928, Fleming returned to his laboratory, having spent a holiday with his family at Suffolk. Before leaving for his holiday, he inoculated staphylococci on culture plates and left them on a bench in the corner of his laboratory. On his return, Fleming noticed that one culture was contaminated with a fungus, and that the colonies of staphylococci immediately surrounding the fungus had been destroyed, whereas other staphylococci colonies farther away were normal. Famously remarking, "That's funny." Fleming showed the contaminated culture to his former assistant Merlin Price, who reminded him, that's how you discovered lysozyme. All right. He identified the mold as being from the genus Penicillium. The top has been slightly loosened and the seal broken. Oh no, that's probably wrong. Or is that right? That's how it gets. I don't know if black is making things better or worse. All right. Open jar. You lift the lid, begin sneezing convulsively as the spores get into your breathing, and hastily replace it again. No wonder they use this for asthma experiments. Okay. So I replace it, but I don't secure it. Okay. The lid is closed already, but not enough for you. Fine. I guess I could take it. It's rather too heavy, but moving it, you notice there's something underneath. A typed note, which you pick up. Oh, good egg. This is black. The typed note, please. Late again, I see. I calculate you're going to be a fortnight later than me, so when you get this note, I won't be around. Anyway, we've got to stop the old boy from making such a mess of discovering penicillin. Someone else is bound to make a better job of it. I've already contaminated his lab with mold, which ought to ruin his experiments for a while. Keep an eye on the old boy anyway, just in case. B. Typed badly on St. Mary's notepaper with a hospital typewriter. Oh no. So you made a mess of it? What are you... I have no idea. Also, heck, 1 second. I have my webcam display on so I can see how horribly I'm distracting you all with my occasional noms. Okay, so we took the note, I guess. All right, well, let's get out of here then. Do I take a mouse? The mice are inside closed cages. Do I take a cage? Let's fix it in place. In the cages is the cage white mice. There's a default response for you. The mice have paper nests and water in bowls. Okay. You open the cages, and the mice all run free, no doubt to eat away at the foundations of the building for years to come. They're all gone. All right. That's good to know. Okay, so let's go ahead back out east. Open the top door. Heck! Sorry, the upper door. Fleming's laboratory. This laboratory can only be described as untidy. It's a shambles of equipment, notebooks and microscopes, innumerable test tubes, sealed with swabs of cotton wool, Crowd racks which lie on every available shelf. On one wall is a framed certificate. The light is dim, coming from tightly shut windows over the benches, which face onto arched, opaque windows of the terraced houses on the other side of Praed Street. Scattered over a workbench are 40 or 50 petri dishes. Your score has just gone up by 1 point. Oink. Heck. Hydrating. Gonna get a proper beverage shortly. I did not get a chance to refill mine before starting to scream. Starting to scream. All right. Let's look at the petri dishes. On the bench are sealed flat glass dishes about 3 inches across, filled with agar jelly, a substance made of seaweed used for growing cultures of bacteria. Usually these are just dumped in a Lysol bath for a while to kill off anything dangerous inside, and then washed up to be reused. And there's so many dishes that the surface of the desk is hardly visible. Glancing through the piles of dishes, you come across one with a rather revolting circular pattern of mold. In every case where the mold was thick and coherent, the bacteria died, or became dormant, and fell to the bottom of the sediment. John Tyndall, natural philosopher, 1876. Okay, but you've eaten my understanding of the text. Oh, wait, hold on. I've got to scroll back. Okay, the description of the mold says, it seems to have been contaminated by a spore of mold because a circular colony of mold has grown across the surface of the agar. Interestingly, near the edge of the mold, the bacteria seem to have gone, leaving only a faint ghost image. Okay. Alexander Fleming, a tall Scotsman in his late 40s, strides confidently in and puts down a suitcase. As you hastily hide behind a cupboard, he looks around for something, fails to find it, and leaves again. Oh no. Was I supposed to do stuff? Oh, his suitcase is still here. Solid slab of a trunk. Snack! Oh no. I could do that. It bears chalk marks, suggesting that its owner has just returned from the continent. Okay. Take the dish of mold. Don't ask what I'm going to do with it. Fleming comes in again and you hide once more. He takes a cursory look to the heaps of petri dishes, then remembers something and wanders out again. I've ruined everything by taking it, haven't I? Examine the certificate. Mounted on a grey board, it certifies Alexander Fleming's distinguished record as a surgeon in the Great War. Okay. So, the snack that I actually have sitting in front of me is a large bowl of popcorn. Mm. Mm. Which is a bad idea when it gives you that sensation of a piece at the back of your throat. All right.
Popcorn, you say?
Mm-hmm. Popcorn with olive oil, adobo, nutritional yeast. Good stuffs. Okay, what am I going to do? Are there other exits? It would be all too easy to get lost in the maze of hospital. Anyway, you have the feeling that history lies nearby. Well, okay.
I don't eat popcorn. It damages me.
It can do so. I used to have a lot more trouble with it. Then I started eating it differently. I don't know if just, it was a lot worse when I had the, habit of cramming handfuls into my face like an animal. Nowadays, I just use chopsticks like a civilized person. Anyway. All right, so what have I done and what am I doomed for?
The shrapnel doesn't digest.
Aw, that's a shame. The moldy dish and the bell jar, penicillium. Take mold. Jar. Yeah, there's a U in a jar. Okay, I really have. Not a clue of what they expect me to have. Take suitcase. It's far too heavily to actually pick up, except for athletic Scotsman. You put the moldy dish on the suitcase. Maybe that's fine. We're gonna go. Oh. Fleming comes in again, and you hide once more. His eye is caught by the moldy dish on top of his suitcase. Tutting with exasperation, he tosses it aside without looking at it, and is about to move the trunk when he thinks of something and wanders back out. You can't do that. I'm going to put it back. These are shenanigans. No, he's got to notice. How do I make him notice? Oh, maybe I have to put it downstairs next to the bell jar. Put dish on jar. Where do these exist? Where can I put this where he will notice it? In the mice cages? Test tubes. I need to refer to that. I don't need to refer to anything unless, well, bark. Oh, hold on. Open Windows? Windows and... What? The light is dim, coming from... I guess the windows don't actually count. Okay. What else do I have that I got from here? Oh no, that's even worse. There's one jigsaw piece here. This is not helping. I don't know how to make it... oh, no. I don't want to already go to the walkthrough, but heck. Okay. So we got the note from Black. Get the Petri dish. Okay. Alright, so... Get. Not like get. I'm a take person. Peel away the certificate, and the gray board it was mounted on falls to the floor. Another jigsaw piece. Again, these jigsaw pieces are huge. The score has just gone up by 1 point. Okay, so I figured that out, but I'm not helping him discover nothing. Oh. Well, that's just shenanigans. Where's the exit? I have to push the suitcase, apparently. You have to say which way. Which is on the suitcase? So he's trying to move the trunk himself, huh? Take dish, put it on the suitcase, push the suitcase east. Woo! This is out here, so it's now on the landing, right? Is it? Okay. The heavy trunk suitcase rests on the linoleum floor here. On the suitcase is a moldy dish. Here we go. Ah! Oh no. Fleming comes along, mildly surprised to find that he accidentally left his suitcase out on the landing. As he begins pushing the trunk into his laboratory, he can't help noticing the moldy dish on the top. That's funny, he exclaims, forgetting the trunk and striding away with the dish to show a colleague. Okay. Your score has just gone up by 1 point. Okay, what else am I supposed to do? One question mark. Is there anything... Oh, I haven't tried. Siri keeps trying to listen to me. Okay, now where am I supposed to go? 12 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go back to this staircase. Oh, here we go. The air here suddenly seems disturbed, and a kind of cloud gathers from light winds and currents. Insubstantial and airy. What do I do with it? I don't know what to do with the cloud. I'm supposed to know. Boom, 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 da da do. Does it dive? Heck. Oh, the button. The cloud of disturbed air condenses into a kind of spherical ink black ball, large enough to swallow you whole. Okay, now enter ball. There we go. Hooey. All right, you climb into blackness, which draws you inside the black ball. You stand in absolute blackness, as if in space, but a space without stars. You can imagine the 6 spatial directions, but although there seems to be light, and you can see your arms and possessions, there is nothing else. All you can hear is your own breathing. Oh no. Oh, okay, well, I'm in the ball. Try to translate yourself, and perhaps you succeed, but how can you tell? I go out? Ah, Somehow that seems inappropriate. Suddenly, as it enveloped you, the blackness begins to thaw and melt, like snow into an ash-gray slush which drifts and piles in the landscape. The land. Grim, monochrome steppes, wide and exposed beneath the brooding sky, the color of boiled, bruised potatoes. Okay. Bleak mountain crags surround a huge plain. But you know that what you will never forget is your first sight of the pyramid. A beacon gleaming gold in the center. Cube. The sharp mountain walls to the west and north meet here at a basalt pinnacle, on which a perfectly cut cube 2 yards across is balanced. Okay. That's worrisome. Hmm. Okay. We can look around, I guess. Alright, so tell me about this cube. What? Pinnacle? So there's a cube, but you can refer to it. Sure. Walls are to the west. Thick mist. Thick, cloudy mist covers the land here, suspended in the air like milk in water. Ooh. A golden glow looms out of the mist to the southeast. Disc room? Wait a minute. Okay. Well, we've certainly gone somewhere. All right. We're back in the monument again. I guess we'll do a save here. We'll call this one After Fleming. There's so many jigsaw pieces. Oh, good heck. 2 centerpieces, an edge piece. Okay, so let's try that another edge piece. 6 inches on the side in the square. Dull grey-white, perhaps depicting the side of a tank. Okay, it's currently oriented to go along the bottom row. Let's give those a shot. X the board. Put edge at D2. Nope. Put at D3. Nope. No. Okay, what's what, A2? Nope. Come on. This is how I do puzzles. It's terrible. Okay. Put edge at D4. B4. There we go. It fits at B4 and then suddenly lights up with a picture. White folds of snow. Oh boy. I'm not sure this is going to make a very coherent jigsaw puzzle when it's done. This is more like a quilt. All right. Gonna make another save. I'm being very obsessive with the saves because this game. Oops. Because I'm prone to making mistakes like that. Not all of which are as innocent. Impunity. Unpunished. The piece at B4 presses it smoothly, like a button, then releases. You're sucked up once again into the time vortex. As you slow down, you briefly make out television footage of the Lady Chatterley's lover obscenity trial, and then everything begins to change. Wait, really? Oh, I guess so. The obscenity trial was in 1960. Or something like that. It's published in 1960. Oh, yeah, then. Okay. Anyway. It's like the actual work is older than that, but. Chapter 5. In the Wilderness. White place. An absolutely white place. Bright, but not glaring. Like a negative of the black ball. It seems oddly normal for black to be here. But with such a stricken look? Something we've done, I swear. It can't have been me. I haven't even been there. There's going to be an accident, I think. I can't see ahead. Can you? Before you can do anything, the whiteness washes over you, bleaching you away, and then melting into more whiteness, but much colder. You shiver and get a grip on yourself. A shallow hillside cleared of trees. The wind whips up the snow into your eyes, and visibility is low into the grey twilight. The hill descends to a basin from here. The snow goose hisses and croaks as it stalks the frozen earth. A snow goose? Okay, when are we? Also, sketch that goose. All right, it is 1975. Oh, that's terrible. Let's see what happened. Oh no. Okay. On a hillside, the hill descends. Let us descend with it. Snowy basin. The snowy basin of the hillside, almost unnaturally flat in these sculpted, rocky hills. A tricky path across the permafrost climbs uphill. Okay. There I can go. Snowy forest. You are lost in ragged, snowy woods, somewhere on the hillside. No! I want to be lost! A snow leopard stalks up to you with the easy sway of a big cat. Sketch the leopard. You sketched a picture of the snow leopard. I'm so doomed. Should I wait till... What? Oh, it's just looking at me. A rare, perhaps unique sighting of this beautiful animal. So rare that you're not really sure what it is. A cougar? But snow leopard will do. Careful, though. Nature, as Tennyson so wisely put it, is red in tooth and claw. And sit here and wait. Quietly for it to leave. That'll work, right? Meow? Or show it my sketch of mice? No, it won't work. Beautiful snow leopard purrs as she prowls around you. Can you pet the leopard? You achieved nothing by this. Oh, trust me. Heck. Do I ever think a leopard would like? A Madeleine cake? Snow leopard doesn't seem interested. All right. Let's say I go somewhere. Oh. It doesn't follow. Okay, change from thick snowy forest to dense snowy woodland. Sure. Oh, heck. Ah! I'm back at Snow Goose. All right, so if this is the hillside, can I go to the hilltop? There we go. Rocky crags. The crags on top of the hill are rough outcrops of granite, surrounded by dangerous drops on most sides. The snow beats against your face, and you crouch low to hide from the wind. The landscape is like Siberian tundra, but even Siberia goes through the motions. Nature and life surround you. An old coil of cable hangs over one of the crags. Old but unrusted in its plastic insulation. Okay, what am I going to do with a cable? Take the goose. Tie up the goose. Tie the seal. Oh. Tie cable to goose. I feel like I need to connect the goose with the leopard. That's totally a thing. Okay. Fir trees. Oh, heck! Cups of fir trees. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this my own self.
Cops.
Caps. How about that? I heard a reader in an audiobook say that same word. And I'm like, is that right? It's right. The edge of the edge of a very thick copse of tall green fir trees, which surround on almost every side. To the southwest is an open doorway into a wood-slatted shed, ancient and decrepit. A mighty fir tree stands out from the dense copse, its branches hung with snow. Out of reach, in one of the lower branches, is the snow goose's nest. Oh, the nest? Out of reach, but fashioned of a curious white board base and a dense weave of twigs. You mean a jigsaw puzzle piece? There are 2 jigsaw pieces here. It's too high up. I'm fir, too smooth and tall. I should chop it down, or use the cable, or let me enter the bark. What do they call it? Shed. Southwest. Woodcutter's shed. Shabby, run down, ramshackle. These are just 3 of the adjectives appropriate to this uninteresting shed, whose chief virtue is that the wind doesn't blow inside it. Propped up on one wall is a wooden broom. Handful of seed is scattered on the ground. Handful of seed and wooden broom taken. Okay. I guess I should examine it. World is crazier and more of it than we think. Incorrigibly plural. I peel and portion a tangerine and spit the pips and feel the drunkenness of things being various. Louis McNeice, Snow, 1935. Otherwise, I see nothing special about the handful of seed. nor the wooden broom, for that matter. Okay. Is the seed for getting the goose over here? How do I even? It's right there. Doo-doo-doo. Shows. I don't think show is a verb in this game. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, no. Hmm. All right. Prod goose with broom. Poke. Broom goose. Sweep goose. Little is to be gained by brushing the snow goose. Okay, this is going to be an ill-advised action, so I'm going to save first. Surrendering all my leverage. Give seed to goose. The goose chirrups happily as it consumes the seed, pecking a couple of bites out of the flesh in her palms at the same time. Before long, no seed is left. Take goose. Goose. East. Chirp. Are geese known for chirping? Somehow I don't feel like that is a verb I hear often applied to them. Maybe it's a special goose. The heck is a snow goose? Snow goose is a species of goose native to North America. Both white and dark morphs exist, the latter often known as blue goose. Its name derives from the typically white plumage. The species was previously placed in the genus Chen. Chen, really? I guess so. But is now typically included in the gray goose genus Ansa. There will be an answer. Let it be. Okay. Goose. Chirp. So let me see if it follows me. No. I'm lost. All right, goose. I don't know how I'm going to get back to... Oh, it's not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to look at the clock. It's at 25. Okay. And it's off anyway. How am I going to get this goose to follow me? Push goose east? There you go. Is that the best you can think of? Yes! Oh, heck. I think that's a default message too, but still. That is the correct response to what I just tried to do. I don't know how to find that, fir trees. I don't like this maze. That's what I'm doing in this maze. Tundra. Do. Okay. Okay, should be doing the things. We should do all the things we should do. We've done. Okay. Get the cable. The actual hack. Okay. All right. Even the walkthrough I'm following is flabbergasted like this. Sweep the snow. You uncover a flat metal disc area beneath the snow. A shaft is sunken into it. Heck. Disc. The disc and ring are cast in one piece and are inseparable. The center of the disc houses a 10-foot wide shaft. That's a big shaft, honey. A sleek metal installation drilled into the hillside. Okay. Break. Okay. Well, that sure is a discovery. A disco very. Like. My poor Tom is distressed. It's okay. Like. I have no idea how these things are operated. Push the shaft. Stand on it. In your own best interests, that command will be disregarded. Wow! So snide. Oh. Okay. It's the ring. Tie cable to ring. You tie the cable to the ring and lower the other end into the shaft. Wait, hold on. Stop. Okay. All right. When you say the shaft is a metal installation, you're making me think of a solid object, like a shaft is a column. But you actually mean by being drilled into the hillside and that I can lower the cable into, you mean like a shaft, like a mine shaft. Well, I guess we can go down now. Metal shaft. See, you're doing it again. You can't. That's telling me it's a solid object, not a hollow. I don't know. Out of the wind, but still bitterly cold, this is a cylindrical shaft lined with metal. A just climbable cable leads upward to a tiny circle of light through which gray-white sky can be seen. A huge silvery missile with a United States flag painted on the side, serial code WDID 51, lurks in this silo, pointed at the sky. Perhaps this isn't Siberia after all. Well, the goose was a hint, because Wikipedia said they were native to North America. Tell me about WDID 51. If that is such a thing. What? No? Really? You're making things up? Wow. Do. Okay, well, that's definitely a... Would you believe it? There seems to be an access hatch on the side, made of some gray metal. Okay. Open the missile? You open the missile, Enter it. In the serpent's mouth. You do pick the safest places to go. This time, a cramped compartment inside the nuclear missile, whose only, but very inviting exit is to west. And wouldn't you know it, there are 3 conspicuous buttons here. Red, green, and blue. Oh no. The missile begins to vibrate, and your stomach lurches. Perhaps these events are related in some way. Perhaps, and this is an even nastier thought, this is the accident you and Black concocted between you. What do you mean, me? I didn't do anything about this. Also, the heck. No. I don't know what's going on other than 3 conspicuous buttons. Red, green, and blue. Oh no, should I exit or should... Oh. Why have to look at the buttons? Don't do that. See nothing special about the red button. Oh no. I'm so doomed. Alright, the buttons doesn't exist. Green button. Time is passing while I do this. Red means stop, right? This widespread deterrent implementation device is now armed, says a disembodied American voice. No! Push blue button? This widespread deterrent implementation device is now disarmed, says a disembodied American voice. Whew. Okay. Does the green button launch it? Push green button. There's dull clanging sound from without. Please do not press this button again, says a disembodied American voice. Dull clanging, oh no. Oh, heck. Metal shaft. Out of the wind. Okay, we already read the room. We've read the room. A piece of the hatch has come away, and the rest stands open. You can also see an edge piece here. The missile vibrates in a sinister, active way. Okay, I'm going to take the edge piece for sure, but... The missile takes off. White smoke billowing beautifully out of its phalanges, and killing you in the process. You've died. Oh no. Do I get to undo? I'm still gonna die. Okay, it's not safe to be inside either. The missile takes off, white smoke billowing beautifully out of its flanges, shaking and pressing you into the floor with the G-forces. You desperately slam the hatch shut. This gives you 8 more precious minutes of life, until the icy air thins, and you suffocate. Oh no. Okay. And I also did it with less points because I didn't get the jigsaw piece. Alright, so I'm going to have to restore from where we last saved, which was the inadvisable thing of giving seed to the goose. I'm going to do it again. Picking a couple bites out of the flesh of my palms. My precious palms. Why would I feed it from my hand? It's a goose. I just... I don't know if I read that out loud the first time, but like, good heck. Too many things, like I said, in through the eyes, out through the mouth. Touching nothing in between. Alright, sweeps, no. Okay, X disk. Tie disk to... Tie cable to disk. Sorry, the ring. You got it. Down. Okay, now these shenanigans are gonna happen. I need the green button for sure, and then the blue button. Like I hit the thing that disarmed it. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to press the red button at all. Look, it sounds like. Oh, okay. I also have to leave quickly, so I don't die. Alright, so we're just going to open the missile, enter, push green, push blue, exit, take edge, up, take cable, untie cable, take it, take cable. Okay. The missile explodes out of the shaft in the hillside, streaking upwards, billowing white smoke, climbing a plume into the sky. Ugh. Well, we're doomed. Oh. Okay. So, oh no. I actually am not supposed to give the seed to the geese by hand in the foolish manner that was given. That should have been my clue. I actually have to restore, apparently. Okay. Fun. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to this for now. Sweep that snow. Okay. Tie cable to ring. Down. Open missile. Enter. Push green. Push blue. Now disarmed. Yes. Out. Take edge. Up. Untie cable. And now I have it. Yes? Yes. Let's go up. Okay, the missile is gone. Now we will drop the seed for the goose. Seed scatters over the ground, and the snow goose begins to peck at it. Okay. Lovely. Oh, it was right there. Okay. So apparently we throw the cable at nest. You throw the cable and it loops around the branch, hanging down either side into your hands. We're pulling it down. You pull the cable, wrenching the springy branch down until it's about half as high as it was, and the nest just about within reach. From inside the rucksack, you hear the bell ring. Oh no! Turn off clock. Letting go of the cable in the process, which is unfortunate since, as a result, the branch gives a mighty swing back, hurling the cable away, high into the air. Oh no, I hope I'm not doomed for time. Okay, so we're going to undo that. Pull cable again. You pull the branch down a little further, and the nest dislodges neatly onto the snow, falling to bits, one of which seems to be a jigsaw piece, of course. In your excitement, you let go again, and the branch springs back, hurling the cable up away to the dim gray distance. Bye, cable. Turn off clock. Okay. Take piece. Okay. Oh no. Wow, okay. Interesting. Okay, I think we've done everything we need to do. We can turn the clock off. Oh, it's at 19. I didn't put it that. Why would it ring? Okay, shorten the time left on the clock. Let's go. Okay. Do us a save. After missile. Okay, so we've done all these things so far. Hmm. Going. All right. Now, what specifically was that? Like, it was 1975, we said, right? Hmm. I don't know if that's that. Almost certainly not. Checking here, what's going on? Heck. Oh, I don't know. All right, let's grab the next piece. Corner and edge or center. Let's take another corner. You like the corners, they're easy to find. Put corner in D1. Nope. Turn it. Again. Shipping barge in a canal. Oh boy. Do us that save. Heck. Okay, set clock to whatever. Push barge. Barging in charge. The piece at D4 presses in smoothly, like a button, then releases. You are sucked up once again into the time vortex. As you slow down, you briefly make out the front page of the Times during the 1909 budget crisis, and then everything begins to change. Chapter 6. Out of the East. Eastern Hotel Room. A sweaty, mouldering hotel room in a third-rate establishment. A three-bladed fan lazily pushes the air about, to little effect. Cockroaches crawl along the ends of the floor, but at least shutters are provided to keep out the mosquitoes. There's a door in the northern wall. The management have done their best to provide you with the English papers, inasmuch as the latest edition of the Eagle comic is laid out on the dresser. Sketch cockroaches. No! Alright. The Eagle comic for October 19, 1956, read by every boy in the British Empire. Dante, pilot of the future, accompanied, of course, by Digby, Lex, and Flamer, is crashing through the atmosphere of the planet Kryptos after a tense dogfight with the drugged and deceived forces who serve the evil Fants. Fear not, Dan and Co. will bring truth and freedom to the natives, as is their duty. Good stuff. I have to see this. British comics. Oh no. Dan Dare, pilot of the future. He's a British science fiction comic hero created by illustrator Frank Hampson, who also wrote the first stories. Oh no. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, what else we got? Fan, which is not real. Shutters. Open them. You give the damp, warped wood a good hard push, and the shutters burst open onto a sultry Egyptian sunset. The red sun is suspended timelessly against the sparse fields and low concrete buildings, glinting off the motorcycles and open-topped cars. Below the window, a river runs north-south, the banks running parallel and about 70 yards wide. A few small local barges ply up and down. In the far distance are beautiful trees against the skyline. Egypt, huh? Like actual Egypt, or is that just the way you're describing things? It is 1956, which we saw from the Dan Dare comic, sure. So there is a mosquito. What do you mean there's a mosquito? It's far too small and rapidly moving to be more than I thought to you. Oh! The mosquito because I opened the shutter, of course. Sorry, I'm going to read this back. Shutters are provided to keep out the mosquitoes, but it doesn't say... Where did the mosquito come in? I opened them. Oh, whatever. Take a mosquito? I don't suppose the winged mosquito would care for that. You close the shutters in the vain attempt to keep the whine of mosquitoes outside. I don't know what I'm going to do with a mosquito. The door is locked and I'm in here with a mosquito. Help! An irritating mosquito is zigzagging around the room. What in heck? The mosquito succeeds in biting you. Almost at once, you succumb to a sudden, unnatural sleep of feverish dreams and exploding visions. Perhaps this illustrates the virtue of shutters? What mosquito is this? What in the heck? Okay, so we leave the shutter shut. I can search them, all right? Well, I didn't enter. I'm still in the past. Wait, what is it even? Barge. Okay. So there are other barges that we saw out there. We'll take the comic, search it. Okay, so the door is locked. Unlock it. I don't know. I have keys, but they're not keys that belong to this time period. Search fan. Fat. Yes, I almost typed that. Look under door. Well, isn't this a pickle? I've been given nothing. Egypt. Do. Oh. Okay. It seems to be locked. Kick the door. It only seemed to be stuck after all. The wood had warped and expanded in the damp atmosphere, jamming it in the frame. It's open now. Yeah, because you would immediately go toward violence towards the environment. All right, fated landing. The hotel landing was designed to represent an opulent Parisian staircase of the 1870s, but time, neglect, misunderstanding, and poor taste have made the result more like a brothel. At least the bathroom door, northeast, is slightly concealed. Right where the portrait of the Empress Eugenie ought logically to be. Heck. There instead hangs a framed photograph of a handsome young Arab. At the foot of the off-red stairs, a half-dozen Egyptian soldiers, in not much of a uniform, are standing around, gesticulating and chattering to each other. There's enough hostility to make your presence seem ill-advised. Let's enter that bathroom, then, maybe, question mark. Indescribable bathroom. No, really. A portion of rancid soap, like horrid yellow butter fat, rests in something best not described. Take it! Putting the centerpiece... Take it with extreme reluctance. We try to examine it. It's like, nope. Heck, oink. My poor endless mucus. All right. Okay, so my presence is ill-advised. Do I want to go back into the hotel room? I don't know where I came from. Here. Closed door. The wood is warped too much to get back into the frame. Well, that's no good. Especially since my presence is ill-advised at the moment. Wait, what? What does that even mean? Catch the mosquito with the soap? All right. Catch mosquito. You managed to snare the two mosquito onto the rancid soap. Not the most aesthetically pleasant act of today. I don't even understand what that means. Is that just a... Is that a thing people do? Or did in 1960 whatever? Just catch mosquitoes with soap somehow? Is soap a different, Does it mean something else? Oh. Well, I'll sketch it. You're sketching a picture of the winged mosquito. What? No idea what's going on. Can I kill the mosquito? You kill the helpless mosquito. Sure hope I didn't need that. Do you marry her? So where to go? Let's count the door. I want to go out the window. Barges. Trees. Oh, I can see that. The Khamsin, the hot wind that blew in off the desert every spring, was bad in 1956. There were sudden storms, and during one of these, as I watched, the eucalyptus suddenly turned blue. The lightning scored a black stripe down the bark. Christopher Hampton, White Chameleon, 1991. Oink! It's a magnificent vista. Have I seen? All right. Sunset, huh? Oh, the whole thing is a magnificent vista. Okay. Remarkably conveniently, a grappling iron has been thrown up to the shutters and hooked over the lip. A rope now leads down out of the window. Down we go. All right, you drop down off the rope and land with a jolt on the quayside. Heck. Okay. You're on a quayside alley running between the canal bank and the side of the hotel. The rope hanging from your window tails off 8 or 9 feet above ground, and it wasn't a happy descent. A small tarpaulin-roofed barge is moored alongside you, in which a short flight of wooden steps leads below deck. All right, down we go then, I guess. As you descend the wooden steps, suddenly you're grabbed from behind. Something unpleasantly sharp is jabbed into your ribs, and someone hisses, "Who the hell are you?" The whole barge shakes and suddenly jerks. 20 seconds of extreme embarrassment follow. Black looks embarrassed for a moment, then whispers brief thanks for sorting out the snowscape debacle. Think nothing of it, you're about to say, but the matter seems to be closed. Heck. Refuge. The tarpaulin-laid interior of the barge, lit by candles, the deck strewn with old blankets and cans of essence. A short flight of steps leads steeply up into the evening. Black sits here, facing the wooden steps, shivering, though it isn't cold. That's no good. What year did the machine say it was? 56. Do 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 do. Oh wow. Mhm. Oh, Suez Crisis? Oh, good heck. Second Arab-Israeli War, the tripartite aggression, Sinai War, was a British-French-Israeli invasion of Egypt in 1956. Israel invaded on the 29th of October, having done so with the primary objective of reopening the Straits of Tiran and the Gulf of Aqaba, I'm not pronouncing those correctly, as the recent tightening of the 8-year-long Egyptian blockade further prevented Israeli passage. After issuing a joint ultimatum for a ceasefire, the United Kingdom and France joined the Israelis on 5 November, seeking to depose Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser and regain control of the Suez Canal, which Nasser had earlier nationalized by transferring administrative control from the foreign-owned Suez Canal Company to Egypt's new government-owned Suez Canal Authority. Shortly after the invasion began, the three countries came under heavy political pressure from both the United States and the Soviet Union, as well as the United Nations, eventually prompting their withdrawal from Egypt. Israel's 4-month-long occupation of the Egyptian-occupied Gaza Strip and Egypt's Sinai Peninsula enabled it to attain freedom of navigation through the states of Tehran, but the Suez Canal was closed from October 1956 to March 1957. Is this where we are? Oh dear. All right, Black, what is with you? Black looks scared and weary. Black catches sight of the revolting, rancid mess of soap in your hands. Explanation would take too long, and you end up throwing it out into the bilges. Do I have anything I would give to a shivering Black? I give him the jacket. Doesn't look like as if that would make Black feel any better. Come on. I asked about the tundra. Soldiers caught me. Had to get away. Black looks more frightened than anyone you've ever met before. If I didn't rescue, though, who did? Oh, I got what I came for, by the way. Black mumbles in a roundabout kind of way. The deal. Took some doing. The local hotheads didn't like it at all, but the older ones signed in the end. And Black passes you a paper, not without a subdued mood of triumph. Signed paper. Seems to be some kind of signed preliminary agreement to a steady handover of shares in the Suez Canal Company, with limited compensation, in exchange for a slightly longer lease period. Dull legality. Hmm.
Cops. Cops. Queso.
Yes. Like, it looks like it should be Copes. I mean, why else would you put an E on the end like that? But okay. But I guess it doesn't often lengthen after a PS. Like, you have, it's laps, not lapes. Anyway. Okay.
It's an uncommon word.
It is, but also. Bark, bark, bark. Like I said, I heard an audiobook reader say it again earlier today, and it sounded wrong, and I didn't bother to look it up. I was already I have my issues with the way some of the things are read in this book. This reader is reading. I don't blame the reader either, because
Oh, they did a long O?
no, they didn't. They said cops too, but I personally was less than convinced that that was correct. Partly because of personal history, and because I have low trust levels towards the reader. Which is, again, nothing personal. Also, partly, again, because I still don't like the way the author actually wants some of those words to be pronounced. Bark, bark, bark. Like, you ever read a book where they put in a pronunciation key, and you're like, no, that is not how that's supposed to be spoken. It is very much one of those instances. Okay, so Black has signed this deal during the Suez Canal Company shenanigans. Oh, heck, that is a huge footnote on Wikipedia.
I haven't seen many pronunciation keys.
I mean, they're not super common. I mean, it depends on, also, I guess, the genre. If you're like in sci-fi or fantasy, they're probably more common than in, I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe if you read a lot of Jane Austen, you won't see them, but that's probably not your choice of literature either. Anyway, okay.
I feel like the one I remember was more for proper names.
Boat. Well, yeah, you do have proper names. Okay, so I don't know who rescued me either. I don't know. But yeah, like if they do any kind of like word inventing or language inventing or whatever. So the book I am currently reading is
Oh, I know that frustration.
the book is, it's called A Desolation Called Peace, which is a sequel to A Memory Called Empire, and it is by Arkady Martine. And I hope, by all irony, that I pronounced that right. But yeah,
Most of the time I try to look up a word by this author, it's not in the dictionary.
I get that in general too, and that's not even when they're making up the words. It's just like, I already know all the normal words. If I have to look up a word, it's because it's a complicated one. But anyway, in this book, like the whole, it's sci-fi. It's not exactly, like, it's probably not set in a world with Earth, but there are a lot of things that are reminiscent of Earthican culture. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even put it like that. But the main empire is like Aztec themed in a few ways. And like their language is designed to look like Nahuatl. So given that everything looks like it's Nahuatl, you'd think, oh, you would pronounce it like Nahuatl. But You look in the pronunciation key and the author does not want you to do this.
I like the way he write though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, love covers over a multitude of sins. Anyway, let's see.
He.
Where are we going? What are we doing? Do I have anything to show Black? I don't have... Just going to turn the KD. Okay, so there are no other Jigsaw pieces. Then I guess what I have. Hydrate? Yeah, I could do that. Actually, I need to go and get more beverage. Oh, hold on. I think I can reach it from here. Like... Woof. Stretching across the world. Hair.
Shouldn't there be a poll?
A poll? Is it poll time? Heck, it sure is. Thank you for reminding me. I've been doing so much Wikipedia in relation to the game and what's going on that I don't have my my board up that tells me it's time to switch for things. Poll is up. If we'll continue with Jigsaw, swap out to our full bore playthrough, or start a whole different game, a new life. Incidentally, I saw a new game came out that I want to play. Hydrate. I can actually do that since I went and filled that. There is a sequel to the NES game Shadowgate called Beyond Shadowgate that just came out a couple days ago. They announced it like a year and a half ago. That it was going to be out. It was Kickstartered and everything. Want to put it on my agenda. It's too complicated to make this happen. All right. No idea what I'm doing. I just have to keep listening to Black, I guess. Am I? Where am I? I can go up, but I think that's where I came from. Cans? Tucked behind the cans, not quite casually, is a metal strongbox. Open strongbox. 1956 wasn't the Dark Ages, you know. They knew how to make a solid strongbox, all right. And a decent lock. Okay. I can still take it, though, even if I can't open it yet. All right. The votes are going for full bore anyway. All right. We'll go ahead and bark. We'll do a save here. Call this stream end. I guess I should put a date on that. 25. Stream end in Egypt. Link.